Hey everyone, I'm Brian Cottingham, and this is my presentation on the art of gym going. I love going to the gym. I usually go every couple days. I say about 3 days a week. Uh, I used to go every day during the summer, but now, since I'm busy, I got work and college, I can't really go. Figured I'd get my 2 cents in, and hopefully somebody can learn a thing or two.
So why do it? Why even go to the gym? There are a lot of health benefits that come with going to the gym. One of those is weight management. A high amount of physical activity, of course, can help you lose your weight. And if you want to maintain that weight, I think a study from the CDC said about 150 minutes a week with 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. That should be able to maintain your weight. And then you have your reduced risk of disease. The trend here seems to be 150 minutes of physical activity. And of course, you can prevent your cardiovascular disease because it helps your heart. Type 2 diabetes, it helps lower blood pressure and cholesterol level. And it helps prevent getting infectious diseases like COVID-19, the flu, and prevent getting common cancers like stomach cancer, lung cancer, bladder cancer. Additionally, you can strengthen your bones and your muscles, which is very important as you age. And you have everyday activities, you don't want to lower your risk of functional limitation, like going up the stairs or getting groceries or anything like that. And it also lowers your risk of falling at a later age. And additionally, you have the increased chance of living longer. It says 110,000 deaths per year could be prevented. I think if it was just what 10 minutes a day is what the CDC said. I think that was for adults over 40. It can also help with things like chronic health problems, things like depression. As you work out, your self-esteem naturally gets higher and your mood can improve. So that can help with depression a little bit. And also your quality of life gets better. And I know you get like a little bit of pain in some of these chronic health problems, such as arthritis, and that can help reduce pain. A little bit of exercise here and there. And it's not just physical things, it's also mental things. Things like your brain health, your mind. You get improved thinking or cognition for children 6 to 13 years of age and reduce short-term feelings of anxiety for adults. And then also it just keeps your thinking, learning, and judgment skills sharp as you age. So now we move on now how to do it. For beginners, you don't want to be afraid. I know you might think that the gym is one big scary place, but you will find that most of the people there are really helpful, even if you ask them. The big burly guys, they're softies. Start slow. Don't want to rush into anything. And focus on your technique. Like, don't go too heavy on your weight. Just focus on your technique and work your way up from there. One of the things that I do, I go on this thing called muscleandstrength.com and I find my own program. So find what works for you. And don't be scared to ask for help. You can plenty of people that will help you and there's websites and all that stuff that will kind of guide you along the way. And make sure you have a good diet. A good diet goes a long way, especially as far as giving you energy. You're gonna need a lot of energy to try to do this. And for the more advanced, you want to use spotters. As you get higher up in the weight, pushing heavy weight, like don't have a big ego. Just use a spotter because if things go bad, you're gonna need somebody to pick up that weight. Try to get a weightlifting belt once you get to a certain um level. I would say once you get to a certain level. For me, I think like when I'm benching or when I'm squatting, I think 1.5 times my weight. I'd like to put on a little belt. As far as recovery, don't skip out on recovery and rest days. Like, please take your rest days. You're gonna need those. We want to prevent our injuries. Injuries gonna come naturally going to the gym. I have a wrist injury now. I'm still going through it. Um, and you can take supplements. I take creatine, which is nothing too crazy. It just helps with recovery, of course, and that's what I was just talking about. And some people like to take pre-workout. I don't take pre-workout myself, at least not yet. I might get into it eventually, but it'd be a lot of things in there that I don't really mess with as far as the ingredients. But if you find one that works for you, go ahead by all means. And also don't skip out on cardio. Uh, Cardio is very important, especially for your heart. And I find myself skipping out on it because most of the time I don't even have the time, but try to get some cardio in there or just dedicate a day to it. But also beware of caffeine addiction. I don't know why so many people have caffeine addiction. Probably goes back to not having enough energy and not getting enough sleep the night before, getting off of work, but don't get addicted to caffeine. It's not good for you. Steroid use is very prevalent. Some of these people, or a lot of them, use steroids. So don't try to compare yourself to them. It's not good at all. A lot of research that goes into that. So just my advice is don't use steroids. I don't use steroids. I might look like it, but I really don't. Um, and beware of what they call slow gains. As a beginner, you probably gonna experience like a big boost. Um, I'll say within a couple weeks, you will see like a noticeable difference, but you'll probably hit a plateau and you'll see quote unquote slow gains. But trust me, you're still improving, and over the years, you'll see it. Like, don't rush the process. Now we get down to when to do it. The optimal times, at least for me, I go to LA Fitness, is early mornings, late afternoons, and weekends. The busy times are typically after work and mid-afternoon. I'll say about 5 o'clock. You hit 5 o'clock, you pushing it. It's gonna start looking at that bottom picture, bottom right. It's gonna be completely packed, and nobody likes sitting there waiting for a machine. I'd rather just get in and get out. So you kind of want to personalize it. Do it works for you, adapt, and try to stick to it. Just be consistent. Might be hard at first, but it will pay off in the long run. And now for the most important thing, what to wear to the gym. For men, you just want to be comfortable. You got your muscle shirts, you got your shorts, got your joggers and sweats. You can wear a tank top. And if you're really serious, you can wear a hoodie. I wouldn't advise it. Sweat way too much. For women, pretty much the same thing. You just want to be comfortable. Sports bras, leggings, jogger sweats, shorts, and a hoodie. Still wouldn't advise the hoodie. So that concludes my presentation on the art of gym going. Hopefully, I inspired somebody to go to the gym, or at the least, I taught somebody something new. Um, Thank you.